I fell in love with a fucking stalker.
Alright everyone, welcome to another live stream. Today we're reacting to Unstoppable Horror's new video.
I fell in love with a fucking stalker.
Already here, got one lie.
And how dare you? And you know what? Go to sleep tonight and sleep on your pillow and know what you did to this woman.
Another lie.
The one in my back says the world is my oyster in my rack.
Leave it up to YouTube, you know? Leave it up to YouTube.
This is Morgan, better known to her thousands of online followers as
Unstoppable Horror.
Unstoppable Morgan, and in the summer of 2023, she proves that the name is earned. Taking some time off from her usual travel videos, Morgan immerses
To go slut around Nevada.
herself in a summer romance that turns into a living nightmare of venomous allegations and twisted mind games involving money, reputation, and even violence. The question, is Unstoppable Morgan the innocent victim of this
No. She's a horrible person.
madness, or is she the architect?
And now he has my dogs. Now he has my dogs. Now he has my dogs.
It's August 16th, 2023 in Sparks, Nevada, and the
Of course it's gonna be August 16th.
Washoe County Sheriff's Department gets a very unusual call.
Hi, I'm calling to report a crime.
Okay, what crime?
Extortion.
Okay, where did this occur?
It occurred online. I had called the FBI last night, and they told me I needed to notify the local authorities as well.
Okay, is the computer at your house where this happened?
No, it's being done via social media.
Okay, what is her relationship to you?
She's my ex-girlfriend.
She's my mentally ill, crazy, alcoholic ex-girlfriend.
Okay, and what exactly was the extortion that she made?
She wanted $400,000. She made a post saying that she got a black eye, but she didn't say how or that it was me. She alluded to it and made several other posts after that, and actually did again say she wanted to be quote unquote paid out. She said, "Buy me out like the last kick you bit, $400K."
It's not every day that a call comes
Mentally ill behavior right here. She should, she needs help.
into 911 reporting an alleged online extortion. But as we'll soon hear, that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to John's extraordinary story.
Okay, and I'm not on that property, by the way. It's only her.
Where were you?
I've been sleeping on a dirt road up in the desert up north of there.
Okay, we need you to meet with our deputies to take a report, so where do you want to meet at?
Could we meet at my office?
Okay, sir.
You must try Miro. Before Miro, work got lost across different tools. Monday, Jira, Slack, Trello, Asana.
The dispatcher has deputies meet him at his office later that morning. It's there that John shares the stormy tale of a romance gone sour. We also find out that this isn't John's first contact with the Washoe County Sheriff's Office this week.
Yesterday, I responded out to the house for a wellness check for her.
I was here.
She was kind of in an emotional state yesterday, so it wasn't super clear. So just kind of when you guys started dating.
We started online dating, phone, distance relationship,
And how did you meet her?
Online. She's a YouTuber.
Okay.
I met her online because I'm retarded.
Okay.
She has an online presence.
Okay.
John goes on to explain that just like thousands of her followers, he was a fan of Unstoppable Morgan's YouTube channel. The pair met online and started.
How can you be a fan of that? Like, you really be a fan of this. And you can tell like she deleted half the videos trying to hide. She didn't delete the most horrible ones.
Started dating. Soon, he invited her home.
She had these ideas about, what she wanted to do for her next project, for her channel, and this and that. I got space. Why don't you come on out this way? So she came out this way, stayed for about a week. She went up to Idaho for a couple of weeks to go tour some hot springs and film content for her YouTube channel. We had still been talking on the phone.
Film for her OnlyFans.
I was
Working on things.
Yeah. She was like, okay, well, I'll come back.
But John tells the officers that things quickly deteriorated from there.
She just progressively got more.
She got more unstable and drunk each and every day.
More unstable. And so I was like, look, still love you as a friend, but
I don't want your scabies.
I don't think we can, have a relationship on any kind of romantic level. Then started going online and doing stuff. One day she was like, oh yeah, we broke up. And she took a bunch of stuff out of my house and was posting a live on YouTube saying that she stole my dog and she stole my Rolex.
It's just how she is. Yeah, like she just always has to say horrible things, making fun of everyone. And if you do it to her, it's harassment.
And all this stuff, was driving around live streaming it.
As John relates the story to deputies outside his office, the details of this shattered romance grow more and more outlandish. Their living situation in particular has been a major source of conflict. The officer asked John when Morgan moved into the home's mother-in-law suite.
She was never really fully in the mother-in-law's. She was in my room for quite a bit and then moved into the mother-in-law's after the first call when your partner said, look, I checked the house. She can lock the door. He told her, you stay on that side. You stay on that side.
And what was the reason for that call? I've kind of read through it a little bit.
Right.
Like, what was the whole issue with that?
So the whole issue with that was on Sunday morning, my sister had said, hey, I was just made known to me that there were some live videos that Morgan had recorded inside the facility. She signed the NDA saying that she wouldn't film or take photos or anything.
It's an NDA. Don't stand by it. That's Unstoppable Morgan way.
Blah, blah, blah. Can you ask her to take it down? So I asked Morgan, hey, I talked to my sister. She's asking if you take this video down. She flipped out. Tell me what time. What timestamp, mother... blah, 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 going off.
John explains that Morgan had posted several videos of the inside of his family business setup, despite signing an NDA regarding pictures or videos of his work when she had visited the facility. John says that his sister then came to him wanting to know why Morgan was still living at his house.
I was like, I've been trying. I've asked her nicely. I've told her this won't work as a romantic relationship, yada, yada. And she's like, okay, fine.
John's sister and her
She's like, okay, fine. I still want the money from you.
Her husband decide to go out to the house to convince Morgan to take down the videos she's filmed without permission. But the conversation quickly turns heated.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online.
Gay
Don't
ad.
spend another dime on Amazon until you
Scam.
watch this first.
This is
Watch
scam.
this.
Gay ad.
She was going off. She was drunk. When they went in there,
She was going off. She was drunk. She was high on meth.
they were like, okay, well, it appears that she is packing her things up. She's clearly intoxicated.
She's clearly high on meth.
We can't ask her to like drive away or anything like that. So I've literally since Sunday night been sleeping up the road by the off-road section right outside of Pyramid Lake.
Yeah.
John explains that Morgan's tantrums and sudden outbursts had scared him to a point where he'd packed out of his own house and had been sleeping in his car up a dirt road. In his quest for a solution to the problem, John even reaches out to Morgan's family. Their response is astonishing.
I called her brother yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Your sister's been drinking for a few days. She says she's going to leave.
Your sister's been getting high for a few days on meth consistently. We're worried that we...
She still hasn't left, and I'm not sure what to do. He literally responded, you do what you got to do, man. She's just had an ongoing issue with everyone in her family. Her brother was like, you know, if you got to try to get her 5150, this, that, and the other. He's like,
Even her brother said 5150, that bitch.
you just do what you got to do.
5150 is a reference to laws that allow for the detainment of persons experiencing a mental health crisis. Meanwhile, John tells the deputies more dark details about the messages Morgan has been sending.
No, I want 400K for my silence. I'll leave. We had a
400K. So I cannot pay for any damages that I owe.
a text exchange about her demanding money and then saying, well, I know you're broke, so...
I know you're a broke motherfucker. But I'll accept 20K because your ass is so broke.
I'll settle for 20K for my silence.
What is she wanting her silence for?
Well, she's claiming that she'll ruin my reputation.
With serious allegations hanging in the air, deputies must consider all possibilities. Is John trying to get out ahead of the story with the tale of his own? Or
Is he lying? Or is Unstoppable Morgan truly on meth? All this and more.
Morgan inventing accusations for financial gain? John tells the deputies his version of what happened.
So I went and knocked on the door. I actually thought she might try to pull some, so I had my phone recording in my back pocket, audio only. She finally answered the door, just soaking wet, like
soaking wet, like she just got out of the bathtub after doing meth.
She got out of the bathtub, towel on, very disoriented.
Very disoriented, just like she was on meth, you know. I think she was on meth. She definitely does meth. She might lie about it, but she does it.
I was like, hey, I'm just checking on you. I saw the posts you made about help me, I need help, I'm not good. We're still just standing in the doorway. And she's like, I don't know, something, my eye. I'm like, trying to look. I'm like, what's going on, right? We have a brief conversation.
I think my eye can only be fixed with $20,000.
She slams the door. I leave.
It's a simple enough story, but is it the truth? That's something police must investigate. But first, they want to see exactly what Morgan has been posting online.
Last night at like 2-ish or so in the morning, she sends me some texts. Oh, she's still texting? She's still texting. That's the most recent text.
She just texted me that N-word. What?
She's trying to say that because of her antics, she's gained more subscribers and is making more money and then demanding 400K.
No, that's another level of delusional. She said, I got subscribers off it. Now I want 400K. No more of that 20K shit.
She even sent her bank account screenshot with her routing info and everything. She's saying she wants the money for silence, and then she started posting early this morning around 2 or 3 a.m. photos that apparently that she's taken down that showed that I had physically abused her.
The fake black eye. You know, just a little makeup, make a fake black eye, accuse someone with domestic violence, you know, just a normal day for Unstoppable Morgan.
Do you have those photos on here? Can you
they're in
them?
the email.
As the deputy reads through the posts, he finds a message in which Morgan references something ominous.
What's this Unstoppable Army? What is that?
That's what she calls her followers on her social media platform.
Okay.
The Unstoppable Sims. You know how it be. You just gotta be It's not Unstoppable Army. It's Unstoppable Sims. One hand on the keyboard, the other hand somewhere else.
Police now understand that Morgan's threats have teeth. Her popularity on YouTube.
I'm gonna cry. I don't want to go back to the desert. Can someone put me on a plane? Please put me on a plane. I can't do this.
Gives her a wide audience, and her loyal followers will likely believe any allegations she makes against her ex-boyfriend. John also explains a little more about how the situation between them deteriorated so drastically this week.
I had given her till yesterday at noon to be gone. That was the deal that we agreed to by.
Oh yeah, I'm reading chat. Just there's not really much in the chat. I'm not really like a big YouTuber, you know. But like if you type, I'll look at it. You know, if this came out 6 months ago, there'd be at least 100 people watching. But you know, no one's really gonna be watching this now. Everyone moved on.
Text. She said, okay, fine, I understand. I'll be out. And I said, the other option is that I will have to go down and get an eviction notice filed for you. So
you're gonna have to file an eviction notice on your ass. Put you back on the street where you belong.
you pick. And obviously she didn't.
Oh yeah. I heard about your situation. She's just crazy. I've been watching her since like 4 years, 3.5 years. She just remember the middle of the night live streams. That's all you need to know the real Unstoppable Morgan. This is just, and then like, I remember when you were a moderator. It doesn't really do shit because her chat, there was so many people hating her that like you can really moderate that anyway. And then she was like, you're a hater now. You're banned from our community. Like so cold or some shit. Like she thinks that like it's a privilege and it's something that everyone in the world wants, and not just almost a punishment to like that shit anyway. Like, oh yeah, well she scams everyone, but I mean, all we need to remember is David Wilkes to know that she scams people, but you know, the videos that she made David Wilkes take down, you know, she's a scammer. That's it. Like, there's not really much to talk about there. I mean, she probably scammed people out of OnlyFans money too, but wait, not OnlyFans. Let me correct myself. Her Patreon, but it's pretty much OnlyFans. Like, I mean, she put basically nudes on it, so it's pretty much OnlyFans. Oh yeah, she doesn't actually do meth. That's a joke. But people said she did it. She probably did at one point because she has a charge on it, but you know, she doesn't do it anymore. That's just joking. I mean, she made the video disproving that we know she doesn't actually do it anymore, but she probably did in her 20s. Yeah.
Like that ultimatum, probably not the smartest thing on my behalf to even state that, but
I want her out because she gave me scabies.
Congrats, Carol. Now you're really going to have to get those new dentures.
But yeah.
But yeah, she gave me scabies and I wasn't feeling well. So she offered to make me an oatmeal bath, and that made it better because I'm a simp.
You mentioned here that you contacted the FBI?
Yes, last night.
Last night?
Yes.
Okay. What did the FBI tell you?
They took the
I mean, that's a real clip if you want to see it. Like, I think I put it on my YouTube. And well, now it's deleted, but like, well, she deleted her videos, but I clipped it, so. It's like now. Oh, shit. Almost flashed my password. That would have been bad. But if you go to my channel, if it'll load. You see the clips. Wait. I think I made it as a short. I don't even remember. It's been so long. Oh, this also shows how much of a simp she is. Her fans are while we're here. 319,000. She's just, you know. If you go to my videos, like I was uploading most of these as it was happening, so like it gives a pretty good representation as to like where she was 6-9 months ago. And then the reason we came here, the clip we all wanted to see.
So, this is the moment you know that you may have fucked up. John was feeling not too good last night and a little itchy because I gave him my scabies.
Just say it like that.
And so
Just say
like,
I gave him my scabies. No context as to why you were rubbing up against some of your scabies, but you know.
let me give you an oatmeal bath.
Let me give you oatmeal bath since you were simping. All I have to do is give you oatmeal
Okay,
bath and you forget that I'm a nasty bitch.
It said, what takes.
It's pretty much how it is at this point. Yeah. I mean, she just needs help. It's actually just kind of sad the way she blames everyone else but herself for her own problems.
Report, and then they said call in and report it to local authorities.
Okay.
And I planned to do that this morning, but by the time I woke up, I had already seen all this stuff that she was putting out. So I immediately called as soon as.
I mean, I remember I was watching that day too, and you could just see all the things that she was saying and doing. I didn't look at her Instagram because like I don't want to lose any more brain cells than I don't have, but you know. I mean, this is gonna probably happen next summer. In fact, since that's a prediction, next summer something similar will happen. Because if you go, well, not anymore. Can't show you because she got rid of all her videos. But if you were to go to Unstoppable Morgan's videos, say the last 3 years, you can see every August 10th/20th, she has a meltdown of some kind. In around July, August, she has a meltdown. Oh yeah, the brain cells. I mean, even this has made me lose brain cells, but I have to do public service against her, so you know.
Oh, here she just posted again. 400K and I'll shut up. Ask to write the check 2 minutes ago.
Write the check, bitch.
John seems to have all the evidence he needs. Nonetheless, the deputy explains,
I'm just gold digging. I mean, I couldn't prove it, but because she deleted it instantly. But there was a rumor out there that she made a video where she admitted that she was gold digging on live stream in front of him 2 days before this, on August 14th. But we'll never know. Well, not August 14th. Sometime, I don't know. Something like August 10th. She was like, I'm just gonna steal all of his stuff. When she said the Rolex
that
thing.
bringing this case to resolution may not be as simple as it appears.
This is my other problem. Okay. Talking to her yesterday, she was very adamant of not coming out of the house.
Yes.
And very adamant of me not going into the house.
Yeah, I just want to live in this house rent free. You know, it's not my house. Oh yeah. I mean, she's gonna stop spreading her scabies. Like, no one wants her scabies. The crazy thing I'll never understand is she privated that video the day after, and then she unprivated it. Like, I don't know. Say this is August 16th, so like, it's in like August 20. Well, right when she got out of prison, so, and she was celebrating. So August 29th, she was like, I got out. She's just like, I got out of prison, so I'm gonna unlist. I'm gonna republic all the videos, even the one where I said I gave scabies. I gave everyone scabies. You know. Oh, it's in a Ziploc bag. That's even worse.
Okay. Even if I have probable cause to arrest her for extortion,
Yes.
people's, rights outweigh
Absolutely.
my
You can't
ability to go
barging
in. So I can't go into the house.
Sure.
I can't rip her out of the house, even if she can.
We just have to let her sit there and keep getting high for as long as we need to. We can't enter the danger zone of Unstoppable Morgan because she's high on meth and alcohol at the same time. And we're worried that it might be contagious.
Answers the door like there's a
So
threshold
right now, she's under quarantine inside your house, and you're not allowed to go back in.
there. Like I can't violate that.
Right.
So if she refuses to come out to talk to me, then I probably won't be able to arrest her today.
Indeed, because of this legal barrier, the deputy actually discusses with John a few options for getting Morgan out of the house, including potentially having her meet John at a neutral location. As it turns out, however, no ruse is needed. In the following body cam audio,
As it turns out, Unstoppable Morgan's ego is way too big for herself, and she thinks she can lie through the whole thing.
join the deputies as they make contact with Morgan at the house.
Hey Morgan, how are you?
I'm okay.
You okay? What's going on today?
Dogs say, feed me, feed me. She's been spending all the money on alcohol. She hasn't fed me. Oh yeah, I think she ran out of booze before. She probably kept sneaking out to get booze.
Nothing? No? There was some posts about
Dogs have to say, we've been trapped in here since the beginning of the month when she started her mental breakdown. Help us, help us.
you injured your eye? How did that happen? Someone hit you? When did it hit you?
Came back and like
Now it's time for me to lie and say how I got hit. You know, just gotta keep playing this as long as I can. You know, I shouldn't have publicly made an Instagram statement saying that I'm extorting him. But you know, now I'm gonna lie to the cops, even though they have a screenshot of me extorting him. You know, just a great idea, great mentally sane behavior.
we're not ready to talk about
Okay.
it.
What if you talk to my partner? If you
No,
want?
I'm like just like my heart is pumping.
Okay.
She sounds like Shakespeare. Shakespeare. She's like, my heart, my heart is just pumping. I just can't take this anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, Juliet.
I would like to talk about that with you. Just so we can make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can we come in and talk to you? So what? So that looks. Do you have a light? Can I turn the light on?
Sure.
Because Morgan lets the deputies inside willingly, they no longer need a pretense to lure her out of the house.
Oh yeah, the Patreon stuff from that time must be off the wall. Because she was completely mental, and she was posting that shit.
And when did this happen? You said yesterday after we were here.
Monday.
Oh, it happened on Monday. Do you have your phone? Were you able to call the police?
For what?
I mean, that's a battery. Like,
That's battery. If it really happened, you should call the police if you get abused. But I don't think you got abused, so you're about to get arrested.
it's not okay to.
Well,
It's not okay to lie to law enforcement.
I feel like I'm making it entice him a little bit.
Entice them. Well,
Because I'm still here.
Perhaps
I
sensing
enticed him a little bit with my big breast, I pulled him out, I flashed him, I was like, let me stay.
that
And
something
he said, no. So I said, how about my scabies? And he said, yes.
is off about Morgan's claims, the deputy tries to get more details about the altercation.
Tuesday it happened. So that was yesterday, right? And you said it was after I came out and talked to you yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. So he came home. What was it?
I'm fake crying because I want sympathy. I think that I'll get sympathy if I fake cry, I'm just gonna lie to the police and get away with it. I'm unstoppable, Morgan. David Wilkes is a broke motherfucker, because I'm unstoppable, Morgan, and I have $25 in my bank account, and that's $24 more than he'll ever see in his entire life.
The conversation he was upset about.
Why the he's still here?
Okay. Anything else?
I mean, he has a pretty good right to be upset about why the fuck you're still there if you're sitting inside his house and he wants you to go. You're saying, no, I won't go. I'm gonna keep drinking booze and stay here until I'm forced out.
It just started with that.
Yeah, just like, why are you still here? You.
At what point?
He got super frustrated. He just came at me.
Morgan tells the deputy
I just got really frustrated. I got really mad. So he came and hit me. That just makes logical sense. You know how it be.
that she has a recording that will demonstrate the truth of her claims. She pulls out her phone and plays the evidence for all to hear.
And this is all from yesterday when he was here?
Let's
No,
see great
when he
evidence
called
we
me
got
after.
here. Let's
Oh,
see
when he
how
called
great
you.
this is.
Okay.
Why are you calling me?
You know why?
No, I don't.
No,
Knows how he's already asking questions. He's like, no, I don't. He doesn't know what's going on.
you do.
No, I don't.
And knows how he states it again. No, I don't. What the actual fuck are you talking about, you crazy bitch? I should have never dated you.
What?
Please tell me.
I was looking at my phone and looking at 911.
Knows how she threatens him with 911. I was looking at 911.
Should I call them?
And I was wondering, should I call them? That's basically a threat right there.
And so that's why I was calling you.
I was calling you to let you know that I'm threatening to call 911 on you.
Do I call?
Did you call them?
No.
No, so I asked, did you call them? Because it's gonna have to call and say, this bitch is fucking crazy. If that's the case.
Oh, and I wasn't sure.
What are you saying right now, Morgan?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, what are you saying? Are you trying to threaten me? Is this a threat? And then she's like, indirectly, she's like, yes, it's a threat.
What you're talking about?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should. Should I?
Why don't you? What are you gonna do?
No.
Why would you call them?
What are you gonna do? Why are you gonna call them? Are you gonna lie about me? You gonna say I hate you? Because that's not true.
What for?
Yeah.
Extremely abusive and threatening me.
What did I threaten you with?
What
My
did I
life?
threaten you?
I did?
The recording
I did? This doesn't make any sense. I never did this.
He doesn't get the deputy any closer to resolving the matter, but it seems Morgan herself is eager to put the whole thing in the past.
He's a nice guy. Like
He's a
I
nice guy, you know. I want to give him skeebies again. Make a bunch of skeeby babies, you know.
said, like, I feel like I enticed him, and like I'm still here. And he doesn't deserve any action.
Yeah.
Like, this was a big mistake.
What was a big mistake?
No, it's the fake crying again.
This whole thing.
Like coming here or dating him, or what part was it?
No, like the hitting me thing.
Okay.
Hitting me thing. It was a mistake because I made it up. Because I need help. My brother even said 5150 me.
It's like just a big
He said
mistake.
we've been having problems with her for years. Just 5150 that bitch.
Has he ever been like
No.
violent with you in the past or
Never.
physical with you?
No, just verbally.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce.
The deputy clearly isn't impressed with Morgan's evidence, but he continues to ask about the
The deputy clearly isn't impressed with Morgan's lies and will soon have to arrest her for them.
altercation and its fallout, warning her to take the matter seriously. Her response shows that there is more to unstoppable Morgan than meets the eye.
Like it's fine, everything's fine. Like
There's more lies
he's
than
gone
meets
and
the
he's
eye.
left me alone and
But what happens if he comes back? Because he does live here. So
I have a gun.
you have a
And I'll
gun.
I have,
shoot
a,
him.
I have
Can
a gun
I?
and I'll fucking shoot him. That's a threat. That's a threat. And then she says, can I? Trying to back up from the threat, but you know, she made a threat.
If he comes in here, I will shoot him.
Oh my god, Morgan, you're threatening him. Oh, she said, I will fucking shoot him. That's a threat. It's a threat. It's bad.
Can I?
Well,
I'm
if
staying
you
in
feel
my
like your life is in danger, you do have a right to defend
Right.
yourself. But
So
I'm not
if he
recommending
knows
that,
that,
that you shoot him.
Perhaps realizing that the situation between John and Morgan left unresolved, the
He decides the only right decision is to arrest and settle Morgan and get her the help that she desperately needs from our justice system. Let's watch the video and see what our justice system does for her, because she clearly needed help. Let's see if the justice system gets her help. Let's see if they put her in jail for a few months or give her some therapy. Let's see.
deputy steers the conversation in a different direction.
So did you send him any messages or anything about any money?
Oh, that was a joke. He gave his ex-wife 400,000, so I just
You know, that was a joke. I was just extorting him for the goose, for laughs. You know, it was just a joke. You know, when I said, "Give me 400K, bitch," or I'm gonna say that you abused me. That was just a joke. You know.
said I wanted 400K to leave. It was a joke.
Did you tell him?
Oh yeah. I mean, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't show this. Never mind. My bad. But you know, I understand. They're pretty wild.
Him that you were joking?
It's unfortunate. She's just her fan base. Like there was that one person I kept fighting with. They kept coming in all my comments. They kept being like, they kept defending her no matter how bad. Like the racist video, they were like, she wasn't being racist, or the video of her extorting Johnny B. You know, that wasn't extortion. It's just some of her fans, and even some of her fans are okay, but some of them who like will defend her, will even defend her being racist and say it's not racist, but only because it's her, a problem. It's okay to still be a fan of her, but like you can't deny that that's what she's doing is wrong.
He
knows. How does he know that you were joking?
just by the context of it all.
Well, I read all the messages and I've seen all the posts. They don't
Yeah,
seem to be joking.
I know what it looks like, but like he knows.
Leaving aside the question of whether or not the posts were mere jokes, the deputy explains that there are some discrepancies in Morgan's timeline.
What was it that you were referring to about being silent if he paid you the money? You told him that if he paid you the money that you would be silent and just leave. What was that about that injury? And that happened yesterday?
Like I said, I want to, like, I'm a little confused.
Okay.
It's like very
So, well, you said that it happened after I would talk to you yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got caught in a lie, you know, I was being abusive.
Some of those messages were before yesterday. What were those about being silent and just leaving?
I know that
Morgan doesn't seem to have an answer for this, so the deputy tries to determine why she posted pictures.
No, yeah, well, I mean, they really have a problem with her. It's like, some of them, it's crazy because some of them it's sexual, but some of them it's like not even sexual. Some of them it's just like, they're just that obsessed with her, not even like trying to gain anything out of it, just like obsessed with her just because they think her content is like the best thing ever. And like, I hate to break it to you, but the last time I saw Morgan's content was good was when she was making videos in the Bronco, and even then they were just mediocre for the time. Like all the other YouTubers that made better there was a lot of YouTubers that made better videos than her. But like the Bronco time period was the only time period that she actually made enjoyable content. Like even though I didn't like her even then, at least I could laugh at some of it and it was funny. But now this is just bad and sad. Like anyone who defends her at this level now is like needs help.
Pictures of her black eye to
In
her.
fact, they need more help than her if they defend her being racist, to be honest. But
Army of followers.
But when you posted the pictures, was that to imply like that he did those? Is that why you posted them? To hurt him? Is there a specific reason you want?
why'd you post videos faking? Why'd you post photos faking black eye? You know, just to hurt him. You know, want to ruin his reputation. You know, perfectly sane behavior.
Want to hurt him? You said that he's a nice guy and he's let you stay here. The reason that you posted those to hurt him specifically?
well, that's something I have to ask myself. And so it's like this tit for tat thing going on right now where he's like, I want to destroy you. And I'm like,
what actions has he done to destroy you?
What actions has he done to destroy you? From what we've seen, he's done nothing, you know. He's been a perfectly stand-up person for all this, you know. The worst thing he's done is say, get the fuck out of my house, bitch. And, you know, for this situation, it's pretty justified.
he said that I need help and I need to be in a mental institution.
Oh, yeah, I know Blind Views. His video is pretty good, too. In fact, one could argue that his videos are better than anything Morgan's made in the last about 3 years. Oh yeah, you can send this to him, I don't care. But I don't think there's no reason to react to this because he's doing the same thing that I'm doing, so. But you can send it to him if you want.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm going to make sure that you get there.
Okay.
And I was like, why would you do that to me and my dogs?
Why would you do that to me and my dogs? That's a threat. You know, I'm totally not making up this threat, you know. This isn't something that I would say and have said in this situation.
Do you think he's trying to destroy you by saying that you need to maybe get some help?
You think he's trying to destroy you by saying you need to get some help? You know, I'm really thinking you need mental help here. You know, we have a lot of services to offer. Oh, everyone has access to the video. It's just EWU Bodycams. You could pull it up in 5 seconds. It came out today. You know. In fact, even the comments are already flaming her. I just knew it was her. Harassing ice cream van lady would be the last Crazy. Yo, they're already flaming her in the comment section too. Like she's done.
Do I need help?
Do I need help?
No.
No, I do not need mental help. This was perfectly sane video. It's perfectly sane actions that I've done so far over the last 2 weeks.
No.
I am 100% mentally sane.
I'm 100% mentally sane. No alcohol addiction, no drug addiction, no narcissism, no sociopathic behavior, no threatening others, no trying to fight others, no actually fighting others. None of that ever happened. And I wasn't charged for meth. That never happened. It's a lie.
Morgan takes the topic of her mental health off the table, but she lets the deputy know that her anger at John comes from a
Unstoppable Morgan takes the topic of her mental health off the table. She says, I will not address my mental health. She says, I do not have a problem.
wellspring of betrayal.
Why do you hate him so much?
Oh yeah, she's definitely like. Oh yeah, she's definitely like narcissistic. Yeah, narcissistic for sure. She's definitely very.
How did he trick you?
How did he trick you? He just tricked me. He tricked me, and that's my fault.
He told me everything I ever wanted to hear, and coerced me to come in here, and then I left, and then he coerced me to come back, and here we are. I just feel like such a fool. It was just me lied about everything. I wanted a family, and I wanted a baby, and we're having.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? You have to back this one up. I feel like such a fool, I totally was the same person in this relationship.
It was just me lied about everything. I wanted a family.
I wanted a family. I wanted a baby. We were having unprotected sex. Just the way she just lays it out there. Like, someone needs to screenshot this and make it a meme. I wanted a baby. We were having unprotected sex. This is the most wild thing. That means she actually she went all the way to second base with him, probably third too.
Unprotected, and he's like, let's not try to have a baby.
He was like, let's not try and have a baby, but can't. I don't want a baby with someone that's severely mentally ill.
Not try to have a baby, he just fooled me.
He just fucking fooled me. He just wanted unprotected sex, He knew that I'm 35 and my uterus is already dried up, and that there's maybe one good cycle left in me.
As dramatic as these details may be, the deputy is more interested in hard evidence of wrongdoing. He makes one last attempt to get the truth about their supposedly violent altercation.
How many times?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I don't think he was the one getting stalked, but she's like, oh my god, I'm being stalked, I'm being harassed, help.
Times did he come over here yesterday?
No, he didn't come over. He's just been driving past.
So he didn't come over at all yesterday?
Like I said, I have to look at my phone.
Oh yeah, that would happen. That would definitely happen for sure. She would definitely give it fetal alcohol syndrome. Like that shit would be born addicted to wine and meth. It'd be like, I need meth. Its first words would be, I need meth. Help. I need wine. I need cheap wine from Walmart. Help. Because that's all she buys. She probably buys her wine from like fucking 7-Eleven. Gotta buy that shit in a box too. Can't afford bottled wine. Too classy for her.
Altercation, but after that, he's way behind.
Will you look at the phone and see when the altercation happened? Because yesterday when I talked to you, you didn't have the black eye or anything.
Yesterday when I was talking to you, you didn't have a black eye or anything. And today, you're saying it happened before yesterday. And also, yesterday, he didn't have any contact with you. So this is physically impossible. So I would need to see some very hard proof to believe this. You're getting locked up, bitch.
But now you tell me that he didn't come over here yesterday, so I just...
No, I didn't say that. I feel like I need a lawyer.
Pull the I need a lawyer.
You want a lawyer? You don't want to talk to me anymore? Okay.
Morgan is clamming up, but the deputy reveals that he knows more than he's let on thus far.
Would it surprise you to know if I told you that John recorded that conversation because he thought that there might be like some allegations, so he recorded his conversation?
Yo, yeah, shit's wild. You want to know a crazy fan to be? You want to know a crazy fan to be her? Someone to get a hold of that called. Oh yeah, yeah, that shit too. Her community's just. There's a lot of mentally ill communities on YouTube, but that is like another level. Think about how many thousands of dollars a year she cashes in off her fucking OnlyFans. Well, not literally OnlyFans per Patreon, but she's posted basically nudes on it. So at this point, I consider it an OnlyFans.
With you when he came home yesterday?
Okay.
In the recordings, it doesn't sound like he was being violent or anything.
In the recordings, doesn't sound like you were being abused. You weren't saying help like you are now, and you didn't have a black eye. It didn't sound like it was getting punched. Just it sounded like you were being abusive. It sounded like you were the one causing problems. So I'm gonna have to arrest you.
Right.
She's a manipulator. And she's manipulated at least 10 times in this video.
Is
He's so fucking slick, He's just, it's not me that's manipulated like at least 10 times in this video, I wasn't the one that got myself in this situation. It's just someone else.
This guy is like the most, he premeditates everything that he does. And so I'm here still. He's mad about that. I will not just be pushed out.
I will not just be pushed out,
Has Kyra
even
texted
though
you
this
back?
is not my house.
I don't want to talk about it.
How was the math test?
Don't want to talk.
There's a detailed account of John's recording in the official police report. In that account, it's said that John knocks on the door for approximately 8.5 minutes before Morgan answers. John says he's just checking on her, and Morgan replies that she is good, but her eye is not. Observing that she's all wet, John asks if she slipped in the tub. Morgan says no. John asks her, "Did you slip on the floor?" This time, Morgan says, "Yeah." John attempts to get more information about what happened, but Morgan simply says, "You tell me." The police report notes that the audio conversation is consistent with John's verbal statement. Unfortunately for Morgan, the recording is not consistent with her story.
Morgan, she lied, so she's now going to jail. And the legal system is going to get her the help that she needs, We're going to put her in jail for a while, get her the help that she needs. Nevada's legal system is great. I'm sure they're going to take great care of her.
Of John hitting her. The deputies know that she's been lying to them, and the next step is inevitable.
Do me a favor, ma'am. Go and stand up.
They don't show the video, but I'm sure she probably was struggling. If you hear the audio, it sounds like she was struggling.
Please. Come over here.
Why?
Ma'am, please just stand up, okay?
No.
Ma'am, I don't want to do anything.
What are you doing?
Like, just stand up for me, please.
Stop.
You're going to
I
jail.
have 3 dogs.
Okay, I understand that.
I have 3 dogs. You can't arrest me. I have to take care of these dogs, I didn't just commit a felony. Even though I committed felony, I shouldn't go to jail. You know, I have dogs to take care
Behind
of.
your back.
No,
Ma'am, relax.
you are not doing this. What are you
Relax.
doing?
Morgan, just relax.
Why, you guys? Why are you doing this?
Why,
So,
guys,
Morgan,
why are you doing this? I never lied once. You know?
so I told you how to explain it to you. All right. So right now, you're being arrested for extortion. Okay?
Extortion?
Extortion.
Right now you're being arrested for extortion because that's what you were doing. And extortion? I don't know what that is, you know? I never did anything like that. I don't even know how to extort.
So
For the $20,000 comment?
for asking for $400,000 for your silence and for you to leave. Right?
All right.
Okay?
It was a joke, but okay.
Well, I didn't think it was a joke. He felt like you were being serious because you asked him several times about it. Okay? So that's where we are right now. Okay?
Extortion.
Morgan spends the next few minutes digesting the reason for her arrest, and when we catch up with her in
Morgan slowly has a meltdown in the back of the police car.
the back of the police car, she's come to her own conclusions about the situation.
I know what's going on right now.
But he did say that he's been in contact with your brother and.
With my brother that lives in.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Of course.
You know, he's been in contact with my brother trying to get me help, but I'm going to be mad about it. Oh yeah, it was 3.3. It's in the video. It's saying like 3.3, but you know.
Of course he's in contact with my brother.
It was like.
Of course he's in contact with everyone that I know.
It was like one tequila shot away from being lethal. and then when she came back, she made a video joking about it. She was like, I'm glad they arrested me, because if I took one more shot, I would have probably died.
I fell in love with a stalker.
The thing, she doesn't understand that he wouldn't be a stalker. Like, a stalker is like someone that you don't want to talk to you and stuff. She clearly wants interactions with this person, so it's not really a stalker at that point. I fell in love. I fell in love with a fucking stalker. I'm gonna cry.
And I know why this is happening, because I know that family owns this town.
I know that family owns this town. This is corruption. That's what I'm gonna blame now. Not my own actions, not my mental illness,
Morgan believes that she's the victim of a powerful conspiracy, and she blames the deputy for his part in her persecution.
He took a ride in a helicopter. He paid for it. Nah.
How dare you? And you know what?
How dare you arrest me for what I did wrong? I only committed a felony, you know. That shouldn't get me arrested. Extortion. What?
Go to sleep tonight. Sleep on your pillow and know what you did to this woman.
Sleep on your pillow and know what you did to this woman, even though in reality I did all these things to you. I even said I'm gonna steal your Rolex as a joke, and I stole your Rolex and I wore it and I showed it off. Probably never even gave it back. Blew up your car. Blew up the engine in your car. Curbed every wheel on it out of spite. Would have probably destroyed your truck too if you didn't keep the keys away from me. You know, probably drunk driving in your car too, you know, all of it.
This is exactly what he wanted. And now he has my dogs. Now he has my dogs.
Now he has my fucking dogs. Even though I threw my dogs, you know, I care about them very much. I threw my dogs. I used them to make fun of black people, made them do blackface. But I care about my dogs.
Now he has my dogs.
If you want, ma'am, we could call animal control.
No, please, please, please,
I mean,
no,
if you're concerned with having your dogs, we could call them and.
No, he'll be good.
He'll take good care of them. But I'm so upset because that's what he wants. He wants those dogs. But in reality, I just want an excuse not to go to jail.
Morgan's emotions run from sadness to anger and back again on the
bipolar
long ride to jail.
Yeah, wave hello and say goodbye.
And Stephen Morgan is the type of woman to say, "Suck my fucking dick," and then get the response, "You don't have one."
Can you please turn this music off?
I can't. What kind of music would you like?
Just nothing at this point. But this is like the worst song ever.
The song in question is Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind.
Nah, they really got her fucked up with that one.
This is not the song I need to go to jail to.
Put on country?
No. Just silence, please. You tricked me.
I tricked you?
I invited you in the house, and I know that if I didn't, I wouldn't be here. You tricked me.
I wasn't trying to trick you, man. I was trying to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah, and you came inside because you knew that you would only have the authority to arrest me if I either crossed the threshold or I let you in. You tricked me.
You tricked me. This was a joke. You know, this is all a joke. I was doing this for the goofs. You know, I feel offended that I got arrested for this.
I hope this is meeting your quota.
We don't have to go to this.
Yeah, yes, you do. One of my best friends is a police officer. Yes, you do.
One of my best friends is a police officer. That's why I didn't go to jail for being racist and driving under the influence.
He loves to deny that.
Perhaps unsatisfied with how that exchange went, Morgan turns her attention to another source of her troubles.
What is your occupation, man?
Oh God, I hate saying that. Oh God, I hate saying that word. No. YouTuber, yes.
I'm a YouTuber.
Leave it up to YouTube, you know?
YouTube ruined my life.
Leave it up to YouTube.
Fuck YouTube, you know? That's just how I feel. Even though without YouTube, I would be a broke bitch on the street.
This is like my last straw. Like, every person that I meet on YouTube is the most up piece of like, leave it up to YouTube.
It's because you mess with them, Morgan. David Wilkes, Johnny B, and the 6 others in, like the 8 others in between that are impossible to remember. Well, it's way more 8 if you don't count people that she was trying to be romantically involved with. It's probably more like 40, but only counting love interest, it's like 10.
Morgan may be having second thoughts about dating her fans, but it isn't long before she turns her bitterness back to the deputy.
So all along when you walked in the door, you already knew?
I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Like all those questions and like after
Trying to figure out how he didn't call the police, you know?
Gets mad yet again. Will she lash out, or will she sit there and finally learn her lesson?
Like, be a human for a second. Like, you know how crazy women can get.
You know how crazy women can get. You know I have mental illness, right? Oh yeah, that. In fact, I'll make a prediction for you. For the chat. Next year, well, actually not next year, it's March right now. Knowing Morgan, why should let me show you something real quick. Let's go to YouTube. Go down over here. Go over her channel. And if you, knowing her, she's right now with her channel, and the condition is she's losing subscribers, right? So what she's gonna likely do is, I'm not gonna say Like right now, by the time between, I'm gonna say April and July, she's gonna come back. She's not gonna come back this month because of this video. Knowing her, since this video is gonna be a big deal, she's not gonna come back until like at least next month. But sometime between April and July, she's gonna come back. She's gonna have, she's gonna try and date someone, and then she's gonna have a breakdown again. That's just the unstoppable Morgan cycle. Oh yeah. Well, I know her true video count. You see how it's 268. Right before she got arrested was 399. So, including the arrest saga videos, it should be something like 302, 305. Actually, I think it's 405. I don't have to look back, but it's like 300, 400. It's way higher than this. Oh, wait, people who think she's what? Oh, yeah. That too. She definitely couldn't even work at McDonald's. That's probably why she ended up in a
I was
situation.
yelling, and I know what I'm doing, and like I don't think that I would have done what he had done had I not been doing what I was doing.
Morgan's explanation seems to assign equal blame.
She seems to assign equal blame to try and take away from the fact that this is 100% her fault.
Which makes it all the more difficult for her to see any justification for her arrest.
So he just called you, and this is how much pull he has?
No, ma'am. He called and explained you guys' relationship to us, everything that's been going on. The text message.
What I know is that I was standing in the doorway of the garage, and he went nuts, and then I locked the door.
Oh, this is obviously live stream was instantly deleted. But fun fact, this technically half of this interaction that she's talking about right here was in a live stream. Up until when she locked the door, the garage door's in a live stream. But she deleted that before anyone ever got the chance to clip it. So for all intents and purposes, it didn't happen. But it happened. Oh yeah, she would fucking hit everyone with it. She would be like, "Wait, who's that? Who's that one person that she says is like mentally ill all the time?" Actually, I think it's either you or it's like someone. I have to look at her YouTube. I'm kind of more like my YouTube. Think somewhere in here. See, it's probably gonna be like in the videos. Oh, yeah, right here, this video.
Like, I don't want to talk about her, and I wish her the best. And, you know, I think that she needs a
Oh, yeah, it was Jade. It was Jade. Now I remember. Like, she'd be like, she'd be like throwing, she'd throw she'd fucking throw a Big Mac right at Jade's face if she was working at McDonald's.
Morgan sticks to her story as it relates to the altercation, and she maintains that her
David Wilkes. Yeah, she would assault David Wilkes too. If she'd be like, take your supersized shit, and then throw it right at his face, and she'd be like, I'm not paying for that truck.
Her posts are not as incendiary as they seem.
For the record, it was a joke. Okay? It was a.
She'll probably get arrested again anyway because there's only two places that she can be. Is the Midwest and the East Coast, because she's wanted on the West Coast and she's wanted down in the Carolinas. So, because of her debts, so she can only be in the East Coast and the Midwest. Oh yeah, she really hates Jade.
Joke. And I thought that I had privacy to my own platform, and I even blocked him on there. Like the fact that he even saw that, he must have created like a new screen name or something. Like it was a joke.
It was a joke. You know, I'm gonna cry. I'm a woman. You can't do this to me. This is 1910. You can't arrest women.
Hi, can I bring my friend to work out?
No.
Hey, this is better.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend for free anytime and enjoy access
The Black Card, and she's bringing a black friend.
to the Black Card Spa. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel
That's
anytime.
pretty bad.
Deal ends March
The
15th.
Black Card, bring a black friend.
How can you tell
You
which
know.
one's the better deal?
Bringing Dad
That's-
from Sarasota?
Not a good look for Planet Fitness.
Morgan's story
Anyway, back to the video.
has no effect on her circumstances, so she focuses instead on her immediate environment.
Would you mind turning the air on, or at least letting the window down?
Turning it on?
Yeah, just like, or at least let the window down or something.
Well, I mean, that one, you can't blame her for. It was August 16th, 2020 in Nevada. Well, 2023. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to do that, but we all know it was at least 102 in Nevada in August. Like, that shit was probably miserable. She's probably dripping.
Well, that doesn't work. Where is it blowing? It's a modification.
Morgan clearly isn't happy about her accommodations, but she hasn't lost her sense of humor completely, as we see in this comical exchange.
Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah.
What's your biggest one?
No, it's parts can be.
The one on my back? I don't know. What kind of question is that?
I just-
One in my crack.
I just need
You want to see it?
I just need a list.
That's crazy.
Tattoo.
And the way she
Yeah.
smiles, like, you want to see it, and she's like, get ready, pull her pants down. Like,
So the one in my back says, "The world is my oyster." In my crack. It's 100% true. You want to see it? Okay. No, I'm not. Worst tattoo I ever got.
She also reveals that this isn't her first run-in with the law.
I have assaulting a police officer on my record
I also have using meth in 2002 on my record.
10 years ago. I don't want to say the same scenario, but like I drove drunk and I purposely rammed
this
a
is-
car with my Bronco.
Oof,
Drove
bro.
drunk. And I
This is always why she always do the worst thing. It's like her, except for this incident, her worst actions are always inside of her Ford Bronco. Like, oh well, that's a very simple answer. It's because he's a guy. The thing about Morgan is that it's half of it out for, remaining probably like 30,000 fans. Half of them are like actually are actually fanning over her, and the other half just think they're gonna get something sexual out of it. So, she doesn't really have that many views in reality. All of her views were gained from a shout out 3 years ago during the pandemic because YouTubers were blowing up at that time. If it wasn't for the pandemic, no one would be talking about Unstoppable Morgan. Oh well, yeah, that's obvious. You gotta have the breast these days. Yeah. It's pretty sad, but that's just how YouTube is in 2024. You gotta have the breasts, you gotta show them off. In fact, if you have a breast, just having breasts isn't enough. You have to you have to like show cleavage, like she does, like not just like a little bit, but like a holy shit amount, like to the point you're almost nude. In fact, it helps you if you have a nip slip like her.
I purposely rammed a car with my Bronco because she was driving too slow.
I hit an old lady with my Ford Bronco because she was driving too slow. Just gotta ram her with the car. I was drunk. Wasn't thinking clear because I was drunk. Not my fault. Shouldn't. It's legal to drunk drive. In fact, it's perfectly normal.
And then I went back home, and then the police officers came to my house, and I had this like dog fence up, and he like tripped and fell over it. Yeah, he like tripped and fell over the dog fence, and then he claimed that I assaulted him.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. We know on Stop Him Morgan, she probably really attempted to assault him. I highly doubt that's true because like that would mean she was falsely charged.
If Morgan is able to see the funny side of her troubles, her sense of humor vanishes when the deputy tells her that John is taking out a protection order against her.
Protection
order?
Order? Over what? Whatever.
The way she says it, she says it in the most entitled way possible. She's like,
Over what? Whatever. I protected him.
I protected him. I protected him from my abuse.
But this mild display of anger is nothing compared to what we see inside the sheriff's office when Morgan realizes that police intend to comb through her cell phones.
This is the best part of the video, by the way. This is where it's gonna become gold.
Consent to go through your phone to acquire that information related to this case.
No.
Okay.
Go through my phone for, excuse me?
Or for the text message.
Does this say it looks just like her mugshot? Most probably because this is like probably 3 minutes before her mugshot when she's shit-faced, drunk, and mad. But this is like her mugshot. This is like probably where they got her mugshot from.
Messages, the conversations, the things that you were posting about. Do you give me consent to do that?
I feel like I need a lawyer.
Why should she keep licking her mouth? Like, look.
About, do you give me consent to do that?
Actually, hold on. Let me go full screen for this one.
You give me consent to go through your phone to acquire that information related to this case.
No.
Okay.
Go through my phone for, excuse me?
Or for the text messages, the conversations, the things that you were posting about. Do you give me consent to do that?
I feel like I need a lawyer.
Okay. It's just yes or no.
No.
Okay.
In this scenario, requesting a passcode instead of a fingerprint or face scan is seen as testimonial under the Fifth Amendment. While courts differ on this, the Supreme Court has yet to address it directly. It's advised not to share passcodes to protect one's Fifth Amendment rights. However, under the Fourth Amendment, searching a phone without consent or a warrant is generally deemed unreasonable. Law enforcement must obtain a warrant based on probable cause for a phone search without consent.
Well, you can log on there if you want to.
But we're going to download it all.
Okay, I will help you do that.
I just asked
I can sign on to Patreon right now, and
I can sign on to Patreon and show you my nudes for payment. I can pay you with my nudes. I can pay you with 12 months free access to my Patreon. Yeah. That's all everyone in the world wants. Free access to my Patreon.
you can see the post if that's what you need. Like, log on. I gave you my phone password.
You did, and I can't download them here. I have to take them
What
upstairs.
do you mean download? Like, I'll send it. I'll send it to you.
We're just going to download everything off that phone.
You
for the
cannot.
case.
There's over 6,000 videos.
It's over 6,000 videos. You cannot just download it. You fucking boomers. I'm a millennial. You base boomers.
We're only going to be
That's the energy this gives.
getting the videos that are related to this case, not all your other videos of your YouTube.
But there are no
stuff.
videos. It's a post. And
Okay.
so I was telling you, if you open my phone right now, we can screenshot the Patreon message. The post that I put on Patreon, we can screenshot it. It has nothing to do with videos. It has nothing to do with photos.
I'm just going to apply for a search warrant for those things at this point.
Right.
Of course you would.
So
Because
once
we both know who you are.
That's toxic. Morgan is a toxic person, a very, very toxic person.
so once they're downloaded, then you can go through the process of getting
Download
them
it. There's nothing to download. It's a post on Patreon.
You need to relax.
Post on Patreon. Download it. There's nothing to.
There's nothing to download. It's a post on Patreon. And she instantly gets told to relax and then get ready to like forcibly hold her in a chair. I think it's just she's about to run up.
Download. It's a post on Patreon.
You need to relax.
Okay.
Officials at the detention center administer a breathalyzer test for safety reasons. Morgan
Oh yeah. I forget, but wasn't there something like where they were able to prove that she hasn't paid her taxes in like 10 years or something? There's something, I forget, I think it was one of David Wilkes' live streams or Blind Views, where it was like, where they found like this thing where like she has like years of outstanding taxes that she hasn't paid. Oh yeah, something like in California she owes like a shit ton of taxes and she hasn't paid on them in the last 5 years.
blows a .303.
0.303. She's like, legit, like if you get to, if this number becomes 4, which would only take like a shot or 2, you would become like likely to have alcohol poisoning. Like she's like legit about to kill herself from alcohol.
Indicating severe impairment. In a video uploaded to her Patreon 8 days later, Morgan said, quote, "I like the idea of living a 100% sober life, so
why would she say that? It makes her look worse.
This is what it took to get me here, then I'm grateful." Despite all the emotion of the day, the Washoe County District Attorney's Office decided later that month not to pursue the charges against Unstoppable Morgan. John has moved back into his home with his daughter and ditched living in the trailer for good.
He ditched living in the trailer. He was like, I don't want to do that shit. Oh yeah, she probably does. Oh, like a shit. She probably does owe like 100K to be honest. Like she has a problem. It's just wild. I mean, this is the end of it now. But hold on. Let's do something real quick. There's still one more thing. Because we all know the comments will probably not stay the same. Let's look at some of the best comments we got here. Go by newest first. So give us the most abusive comments, which are going to be the best for her. Well, that's a very unsatisfying ending. She got released the next week. Look at these comments. They're already flaming her. Oh yeah, I'm doing comments now. I'm not gonna do them all because there's already 600. But I'm just gonna do like maybe 40 and then I'm gonna stop. No matter how bad things get. These comments are gonna actually do it by top first in this case because there's too many to go through. This woman's nuts living in her house, not wanting to leave, trying to extort money from him. And he's a bad guy. It's time this woman who accused innocent men of abusing her of abuse should be convicted and locked up for the same amount of time. I mean, He's not wrong. This is the best one so far. I knew her harassing the ice cream van lady would be her last crazy video. This chick's messed up and really needs help with 13 replies and 200. Well, it has 198. I'll get 199. So I'll have 200 in probably like 3 minutes. But I remember this video. Isn't the same? This is the same chick. I thought that name was familiar. Like she's gone viral for all the wrong things because like these are not. This is not like a small channel. Like I personally watched this channel. I didn't know this video was just gonna come out randomly. Like this is like this channel routinely pulls a lot of views. Like this is not like a small channel by any stretch. Like this channel pulls more views. Oh, I have a notification. Oh, that's weird. Like notice how this channel doesn't put less than hundreds of thousands of views. Like this is not a very good video. I don't think I even watched that one. But like I watched this video for example. Like on my main my watching account, I watched this video. And you can see how it had 2.9 million views. This video will likely at least get 300,000 views. People are gonna go to her channel again and they're gonna raid the comments just like they did when she was racist. This time it's gonna be you abused Johnny B. Well, I mean, she already has the word abuse blocked because they'll probably spell abuse with a U or something, with like a E or something, just to get around it. An at symbol for the A. Like this channel routinely pulls in hundreds of thousands of views. So she's done pretty much. Oh yeah, that's the channel. On these comments, well, this video's from today, so they're all current date. But this video only came out like 2 hours ago, so none of them are gonna be old. They're just not from like right this second. I used to watch her videos a few years back and suspected something was off because all the bad luck she ran into every time I ran into someone like that was usually bad news. She has more crazy videos. I needed to look. Also, she's getting flamed. She's done. This is how some people who are addicted to drama and attention end up. Yeah, I think she's just absolutely crazy. Sarcastic, she seems so stable. Like she's just the best part of this video. I'm gonna find it again. The one where she's like, I'm mentally stable. That was the best part of this video. Looking for the best part where she says she's mentally stable despite all the unstable things she did. Such as
gun.
You have a
and I'll
gun?
shoot him. Can I? If he,
Does live here, so
I have a gun.
you have a
and I'll
gun?
shoot him. Can I?
Yes. Can I shoot him? Oh, she's. I don't know. I can't find it right now. I scrolled to look through it, but Morgan, also known as Unstable Morgan. Stop at free dogs. Why didn't that line work? Oh well, technically, that's a problem, especially considering the places that she's not banned from are places like Texas and the Midwest. Of course, she has a gun. She's not banned from the easiest places to get a gun, but the hardest places to get a gun is where she's banned from. So you know. Actually, she probably stays in the Midwest on purpose. Oh yeah, these comments are all over the place. Oh yeah, he was one of those cat people. Yo, everyone's laughing at her. Do you still have her Patreon? Because like I bet tonight on Patreon she's gonna like have like a huge fit about this. When I was little, I used to check under the bed for monsters and ghosts. Now as an adult, I check under the bed for YouTube and TikTokers. Like, she makes everyone on all these platforms look bad. She blew a 3.3. How is she even alive? 1.03. How is she even speaking at that point? How is she alive? Like, they're destroying her. She's unstoppable. How did you forget? Feel free, that ain't right. There's no way she'd be unconscious and need medical attention as an alcoholic. These things I know. I think she slowly worked it up in her system to get to 3.3. Oh yeah. $10 a month to see everything. You broke bitches. If you don't have at least $10 a month, you're not allowed to see my nudes. You know. In fact, I think she did do that once. There's like I'm not gonna show it because I want it on my channel, but there's this video where she goes topless, she shows her nipple, and it's still on YouTube. She legit like basically flashed herself on the beach, and it said more on Patreon. And that video it's like one of her most popular videos too. I think it has like 1 million views or something. He friended me how? He said that I needed help. Yep, sounds like my ex. What a sociopath. Oh man. Seems like she hasn't advanced from childhood. Just shows how evil social media is. Like, she's. Oh yeah, that too. Well, I mean, there's she's Unstoppable Morgan. Like, if we go back here and do this, a little of this, I have a very good clip that proves this point. Let's see here. And I know I uploaded a clip that proves it's. Oh yeah, Unstoppable Morgan gives us Sims content part 2.
You got him, you may as well flaunt him. Because, you know, me, it's only like once a year I get boobs. Okay. Right now they're freaking massive. So let's just enjoy these bad boys. Right now.
The way she grips them as she says it
boobs.
is the best part.
Right now they're freaking massive. So let's just
in the she's like barely out. Like she acts like
these bad boys.
she acts like she has like the world's biggest breasts. She's like, I deserve at least $1,000 a month for these. And if you want the right to call these yours, you better be willing to pay $400,000. Someone should do like one of those credit card commercial memes on her, and like all the way she extorted him. That'd be the funniest thing. Be like, shot for scabies, $200. Yeah, that should be funny. Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. If you were, well, yeah, definitely not a good sick. If it was a good sick, she'd be like one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. In fact, if she didn't have her whole meltdown, she would have had at least 1 million subscribers by now. At least. But you know, the classic. Do you know how crazy women can get? How about men too? This is not the song I need to go to jail to. Yeah, she's. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know who that is, but I'm sure she's jealous of like everyone. She's even like trying to flame David Wilkes. Well, she made David Wilkes take down his videos. She was like, if you don't take down your videos, I'm gonna sue you. In fact, I wonder if he ever put them back up after. Actually, let's use this tab. Let me scroll some. I mean, I guess I could look it up, but it's easier just to go for the subs. Oh, oh yeah, like her polar opposite. I didn't know that was her name, but like the polar opposite version of her that actually was successful because they did the right things and didn't destroy their communities for mental illness twice a year. You know, then stopped posting for like 2 years and then came back to start the saga again. Somewhere through here. That's definitely. Well, you can't. It's different because there's like billions of people on YouTube. That's almost everyone has a YouTube channel, so it's not like you're copying some. If you're doing the same content, it's doing the same style, but the content itself, you don't get to say you're copied off the content. It's more like off of your style than the content itself. Because there's only so many genres and a lot of people. So yeah, I don't see it's chill. But like she made him take down all the videos. Look at this. When she said she would shoot him, my blood ran cold. I was gonna continue to escalate. Like, yeah, she would have. Oh yeah, isn't she the lady who? Yeah, now I remember. She said, "Oh wait, no, wasn't that like someone else? The one who had the kid and like did the collab with her, and then she's like, um, and she was like some. Then she was like, and she had her drive the Bronco while she drove the truck and something when she first got the truck, like almost exactly 3 years ago, 2021, like April 2021. She got the truck. She had the other lady drive the Bronco, and she was like doing collabs, and she said they're a horrible person or something. Morgan's every man's nightmare. This is the most real comment I've seen. Morgan's every man's nightmare. Thank you so much for exposing the truth. Morgan's BS. She wanted to hear Bad Boys. How the hell is he a stalker? Oh man, I could keep reading, but it's basically the same. Oh yeah, that was Dawn. But yeah, it's basically just the same comments flaming her 1,000 times. It's funny, but that would take forever to go for all 1,000. So we're gonna call it here. We're gonna call it here. The wrap up. Unstoppable Morgan needs help. And on that, we call it a stream. If Unstoppable if Morgan's army knew, oh, well, yeah. If Blind Views covers this video tonight, no one's getting any sleep. They're gonna blow up your phone. They're gonna blow up everyone's phone. Morgan's gonna publicly call Blind Views on live stream, and she's gonna be like, I told you not to tell them shit. I'm gonna hurt myself. Well, they've already done everything they could to you besides like dox you. I mean, it's pretty much the only thing they haven't done to you at this point. Besides dox you and hit your IP, but that's they don't have the skills necessary to do that, so no one has to worry about that. It's just well, yeah, isn't there like oh, she deleted. I keep forgetting. She got rid of all her videos. But there's the video last summer, where she was like, I'm not talking to her ever again. I don't know. She's just crazy. The video where she trashed David Wilkes and she was driving the Audi. They have a clip from it. I don't have the one. I just have A clip. I don't have D clip. Oh yeah, I would never mod it for her. Although, granted, I was like a kid back then, but you know, she needs help. Not just like, not even just like if your brother says, "Go ahead and 5150 her," you know that you have a problem at that point, and you know if you're publicly trashing your brother because they said that you need help. Well, and it's just how it is, unfortunately. I mean, what would be best? I mean, she got banned off TikTok because on TikTok, you can get anyone banned. Because basically, there's 12 things you can report on a person. Well, something like 12. I don't remember the exact number, but something like 12. If you report all 12 on the person, oh yeah, it is quite a world. Remember the video during the pandemic when she went to Ace Hardware? When she was doing the traveling in the Bronco, and she just randomly it was like a live stream. She just randomly stopped at Ace Hardware, and she was like, it was like during the pandemic, and she was like, I'm not gonna wear a fucking mask, and she takes it off, and she's like, just walking around. I don't know. No, it was Ace Hardware, or like no, Harbor Freight. It was Harbor Freight. This would have been like when she was, and she went to Del Taco, so she's probably like in the Midwest. So I want to say this was during the South Dakota era, or something a long time ago. Just like 3 years ago, during the pandemic, and she like ripped her fucking mask off as soon as she walked in there. Yeah, she was like, I'm not wearing a fucking mask, and everyone was looking at her weird for her filming and not wearing a mask. Especially when she went to check out, they were kind of like, "Why are you not wearing a mask?" And she just, yeah. I mean, she probably did that way more than once, to be honest, too. I mean, also the thing about David Wilkes, the way he exposed her asking stupid questions. Well, I mean, yeah, no, like, I mean, I get not why I want to wear a mask. It was more about like the arrogance with it. It was like the pretending to walk into the store and then like forcibly ripping it off. It just like, fuck this. It was less about like the action itself and more about like the arrogance that came along with the action. You know, just her. But anyway, we'll call it. Well, yeah, she thinks she's cool in her own mind. She thinks she's like the best person to ever live, but in reality, she's a mentally ill alcoholic, washed up YouTuber that needs help, that needs mental help, and that her family has cut ties with because of how mental how bad her mental health state is. But like I said, I'm go now. Just remember, Stop Morgan is probably gonna go crazy tonight. Or for the next 48 hours. She's probably gonna have a little scene on Patreon, and Blind View's probably gonna do like a video on this, and then same thing as August, pretty much. Yeah. Glad I was able to provide some early coverage to this news before the real YouTubers get onto this. Yeah, you too. GG's.